I'm having trouble seeing myself. I had put my brightness all the way down to save the battery. And then I tried to see what I look like on the screen, and I can't see anything. Okay, so if there's something stuck in my teeth, or if the angle's off or something, sorry guys, I can't see anything. This morning I just wanted to talk about the amazing stuff that God has been doing. I'm in a group of ladies who have been studying the Bible together, learning about worship together, praying together, supporting each other for 50 some odd days. And during these over 50 days, we have grown really close, and we've learned a lot about what it means to just live biblically. And it's so much different than what we think. We think it's all about following the rules, making sure we don't drink, smoke, chew, or hang out with those who do. And that's not it at all. It's about a heart posture before God. It's about humility among our fellow men. It's about loving each other genuinely. It's about seeking to serve others and not to serve yourself first. It's mostly about how you feel and act and contemplate in your heart, and a lot less about how you act on the surface. Yes, the surface actions should change based on how the Lord is working inside you. But if your whole focus is making sure your surface actions are right, then you're in behavior modification mode, and that has nothing to do with what God wants for you. It's crazy. You could live your whole life behaving perfectly and be wrong. Now, let's take it to another level. Let's imagine that our children, their entire lives, treat each other nicely, say please and thank you, have a great, relationship on the surface. And on his deathbed, one of your children turns to the others and says, I never liked you. Everything I did was because I was supposed to. It's never been in my heart. And died. Said it to you too. He died young, so you got to see it. Then you have another son. This son always had an attitude, always had a problem, always had an issue, never gave you any 2 minutes peace. But on his deathbed, he apologizes profusely, tells you he's always loved you, tells his siblings he's sorry for everything he's ever done wrong to them. Which is the child you'd rather see in heaven when you get there? Honestly, behavior modification is nice. It's nice to see if you can make somebody behave nicely. It would be awesome to have nice people around who, well-behaved people. But I think it's way more important to have people who love genuinely. And that's what God is saying. He's saying one day he's going to stand facing an entire world of people, and he's going to tell them who was genuine and who wasn't. Where would you fall? Would you fall with the sheep who loved earnestly and maybe failed a lot? Or with the goats who behavior modified like crazy? And intermingled among them, of course, are the people who just didn't behave at all, who just didn't love at all, who just didn't know what they were doing and didn't choose to try to do it right. Which one on the continuum are you? I personally know that a lot of my life was behavior modification. I was a little girl who got excellent grades all the way up to, I believe, 8th grade. In 8th grade, I started getting all A's and B's and maybe one C occasionally. By 11th grade, I was getting an F, almost. I brought it up. But in 8th grade, I thought people were happy enough with me. People thought I was the smart one. They all thought that I was annoying, but probably a good kid by all standards. I didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't do anything like I shouldn't. But I was annoying. I was annoying because I didn't care what people thought I was supposed to do. I didn't care if people's feelings were hurt by something that felt natural to me. And for most of my life, I've got to admit, that was still my attitude, even after I came to Christ. I figured my personality is my personality. People are going to have to adjust or get out of my life, right? I'm sure a lot of people do that. And a lot of people say that. But I've discovered that, yes, I have to be genuinely me. There is nothing wrong with who you were meant to be. There is something wrong with who you are in the process sometimes. Because who you are in the process is sometimes not a loving person, not a caring person, and not somebody who knows how to treat others. So there's a lot to learn about behavior modification. But if your heart isn't in it, you can change your behavior all you want, and you're just going to be a performing monkey. And God could have just made a whole bunch of trained monkeys and brought them up to heaven with him. He didn't have to have genuine humans. He likes and values genuine love. So guys, today, look at yourself and say, am I in behavior modification mode, or am I someone who genuinely loves? If you don't know how to, if you honestly look around and go, oh my gosh, how did I live so long and not notice that my heart is just decrepit? Pray. Seriously, ask Jesus to help you. He does. He will. He likes to help. He lives to serve us. And he lives to help us and intercede for us. He's going to help you out. Ask him. I've asked over and over, and I've received the most amazing, amazing answers. Sometimes the answer is it's going to be a process and you're going to have to wait. But so many times the answer was, poof, I'm going to show you how to feel. And I'd start crying for days on at a time until I understood what was going on in other people's hearts. Those people who cry all the time and annoy the heck out of you, I got to experience what it was to be like them. And it gave me so much compassion. And now, I don't cry all the time, but I cry. I cry like I'm supposed to, I think. I care. Guys, it's a crooked mess, but I promise at the end, you're going to be really glad that you put your heart in God's hands and you asked him to change it. So please do. Thank you.